Hi there, it's Therese Clementi. I'm in another park, in another locale right now. I am in Michiana, right at the border of Indiana and Michigan. Literally the border's right over there where we turn to the Eastern time zone. But this is my second episode of T's Workout Anywhere. No excuses, you can do a workout anywhere. So we're just in a little park. Do you want to just show maybe the park? Lots of equipment that you can use in your neighborhood park. So if you have a, kind of a quieter place in our coronavirus time where you can go and be away from other people, this is a really good way to get some fresh air and get a workout outside. Again, just do your social distancing. I have considered wearing gloves, but it's a little warm. So, if you're gonna be touching equipment, just make sure, try not to touch your face. As soon as you go home, wash those hands, all right? So, here we go. I already did a little run, walk, warm up. I already did that, so I'm warmed up. There's some bars here, okay? You might not have different level bars, but since I have them, I'm just gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have some modified pull-ups. If you can do full pull-ups, go for it. I'm just gonna walk myself out in underhand grip, so my palms are facing me. Get those hips up, and I'm gonna give a big squeeze right between my shoulder blades. Try to get the chest high all the way up toward that bar. This is 4. Squeeze for 5. I'm gonna do a round of 10. Keeping my hips up, try not to let those hips fall. So there's a little squeeze in my glutes. 2 more. All right, and just walk yourself out. So I'm gonna partner this with a little bit of glute work. So we're coming over here. I try not to rest in between, okay? So we're trying to keep that heart rate up a little bit. So I'm working on my stabilizers in my hip, my glute medius. I'm gonna just tap my heel down and lift, focusing on keeping my knee, this knee, can you come on over here so they can see, my kneecap aligned right over my middle of my foot, second, third toe. Okay, so it's really about stability in this hip, which you need, especially, well, really any athletics, but especially if you're running. A lot of people have been running a lot lately. You really need that hip stability. Get down, stay low. I'm gonna tap out and in, or in and out. This is 3. I'm staying low in this leg, again, stabilizing, keeping my kneecap right over the middle of the foot. Good, try not to bob up and down. I'm just staying at the same height, abs in. And right here, I'm gonna go 3 and tap, 2, tap, 1, and one side done. So you're really loading that side. So find your balance. I'm gonna do 10. So it's a lateral step down. You could tap your toe, you could tap your heel. I will show you an option if you don't have a little balance beam thing like this. All right? I'm not a good counter when I am talking, so somewhere around here, we'll call it 3, 2, and 1. And then I'm gonna stay loaded, hips are back. I have a little hip hinge. I'm gonna tap, out, in. This is 3. Again, stabilizing this leg. Try not to bob up and down, just stay at the same height. And we'll go 6 and tap, 7, 8, I feel this side working, 9, 10, and that's one set down, all right? So, second round, I'm coming back to do my second set of pull-ups. So I'm gonna show you guys 2 rounds. I would do, if you can start 1 round, 2 rounds of 10, up to 3 rounds. You can also increase your reps and go up to like 15 reps, again, to progress yourself to make it a little harder. All right, second round. Hips are up, get under that bar, squeeze from between my shoulder blades, get that chest up nice and high. I'm pulling chest up, elbows down. Big pull. Shh. What? Good. Collarbones up, keep a little tuck of your chin.
Modification.
If it bothers your forearms at all and you want to do a modifier, or if you want to switch it up, you could do it. Also uses your muscles differently. We can do a pull-up this way.
Make it harder.
Some
by
people
putting your
like
legs
to
in.
do underhand grip on one side, overhand grip on the other side. You could do that. Okay?
Make it harder by extending your legs out
Okay.
too.
Well, come on over here. We're starting slow, baby steps. Okay, if you don't have a ledge, but I'm sure you can find a ledge somewhere in the park, but you could just do this simply on the ground. So I'm simply going to do a little tap out in front of me. You could tap out to the side. But again, I'm just focusing on hinging my hip back, my kneecap aligned right over the middle of the foot. From the side, it would look like this, or foot out here, okay? So you could always stand on the edge of like a picnic bench or a park bench and just let your foot just reach over the edge. That would be another way. I'm gonna stay low. I'm gonna tap in and out. This is 3 and out. I'm staying low. I'm stabilizing this leg. Hips stay back. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then I'm gonna switch that over. Whoop. Get your balance first. And over here. I'll do a couple each direction. It's a nice added bonus if you do have something to stand on. It just loads this hip a little bit more. So I'm gonna do a few extras since I'm down on the ground here. All right, I'm going to stay low. I'm gonna tap it out and in. This is 2, 3, 4. Hips are back. I'm loading this hip and glute. Nice flat straight spine. Abs are in. Again, I can't talk and count. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. And there you go. Good. All right. So, like I said, 1 round of those, 2 rounds, up to 3 rounds. All right. Our next station, we're moving on over here. Picnic table or a park bench would work well too. Okay, make sure safety that your bench is solid. It's grounded. I don't think it's gonna move. I'm gonna do some drive ups. So foot all the way on top. I'm gonna test it out. I'm just gonna give a little tap, coming down slow with control. All right, so that bench feels nice and stable. I could tap my toe up to the table, or I can drive my knee all the way up without touching. Focus on lowering slow with control. Squeeze your butt to drive up. Again, I'm gonna go for 10 of them. Stand tall, lower, slow. I'm gonna do 2 more. Stand tall, squeeze the butt. And switching right into the other side. I'm trying not to rest. Find your balance. Come down. Maybe tap. All right, focus on the top leg. I'm driving it down into the bench to propel myself up rather than pushing off this back one, okay? It's about your top standing leg. So push down to lift up. 3 more. Squeeze your glute at the top, lower slow with control. All right. Bench. Perfect place to do tricep dips. Everybody's favorite. All right. So, good shoulder position. Roll your shoulders back. You want your shoulders back in their sockets, not rounded here. Okay, that's really hard on your shoulders. You can hurt yourself that way. So good posture, chest lifted, pop your butt off, and you got your dips. Okay, I could do single leg. I could drop down, lift. Try to straighten those elbows at the top. Another modifier would be the hands at the near the back of the bench. Just bend the elbows and push. This is a really good modification to get yourself stronger to be able to do those full dips. Okay? Short, very short break between sets. Try not more than 20-30 seconds. Second round. Again, I'm using this leg to drive myself up. Lower with control. Drive for 2. I'm going to squeeze at the top. Little balance check up there. If you need to, tap the toe. Totally fine. Good. We got 2 more. No rest. Switch it right over. Pushing down to drive up. Squeeze the glute at the top. Up for 4. Stand up nice and tall, chest up. That's 5. Woo. Little more control on the way down. We'll go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, my second set of dips. Shoulders back. If your feet are closer into you, that's gonna be a little bit easier. Walk the feet away further, even straight legs. You could even, if you had another bench, you could put it there, put your feet up on top of it, and then you're doing a suspended tricep dip, even a little bit more challenging. Okay, so just throwing out options. You guys are creative. I'm just trying to spark your creative juices, give you some ideas what you can do out in your neighborhood park. Yeah, no excuses, right? All right, we got 2 more. Good. All right, we're gonna do 1 more round of work. We're gonna move back over here. You know what? A brief interlude. You know what's really good for your core? Swinging. When's the last time you have been on a swing? If you lean back a little, pull your abs in. You can even pull. I'm pulling on the chain, I'm pulling my shoulder blades together. Swinging is actually a really great core work. And it's fun. When's the last time you went on a swing? Woo! So right there, I'm in a little pike position, holding my abs in. There's a scoop in my belly. And it's fun. All right, you get the idea. I'll try to slow myself down here a little bit. Or push your kids on the swing. That's also work too, right? If you get some really good form, use your legs and give them a nice push. It's actually a nice work for your core and your upper body. All right, we're moving this way. again, you don't have to use a post, but I'm just gonna use it for extra bonus. You could just do this on the ground. This grass is it's pretty nice. I don't know, I just kind of don't worry about getting dirty, all right? No big deal. I'm gonna hold on. I'm using this so that I can do a little reverse crunch. It's gonna help me get those legs up. Let me move back a little bit. So I'm not bumping my head. Here we go. Reverse crunch, hips down, and I'm gonna lower my legs. Crunch up, lower my legs. You only go as low as you can in keeping your back flat on the ground. If your back is lifting off, don't go so low. I could also keep my knees bent and tap my toes down. The focus is on lifting my tailbone up in the air, slow with control, lower. Tailbone up, slow, lower. All right, I'm just gonna flip it right around. Set of push-ups. So I got a little pull, a little push. Let's go for 10. Of course, there are many ways to modify a push-up. I could be on my knees. If I have that park bench, I could put my hands on that. I could put my hands over on that fence there and do an elevated push-up. Okay, so lots of different ways. Let's just try to, whatever we do, tuck the chin in and get your chest towards the ground. Not your neck or your chin toward the ground. Okay, you can do that on the knees. Again, chest towards the ground. Somewhere around 10 of those. If you only want to do 5 push-ups, start with 5. It's all good. I'm gonna come back over here. I'm gonna do second round. Grab hold. Again, I'll start with knees bent. Good option, lift the tailbone. Tap the toes down. Or maybe extend the legs out. That would be another option. Or legs up, lift. Lower slow with control. Pull belly button into the ground to keep your back flat. I'm drawing my shoulders away from my ears. So there's some lat work going on as well. Good, I'll do 2 more. One more round of my push-ups. Again, I could be here. This would be like a little bit of a modifier. You have to bend your elbows, okay? You can't, these are not push-ups. We need to come down and pushing back up. Allowing your elbows to bend and straight. Start with 2 push-ups. 5, 8, 10. Do what you can. Again, I would work up to 3 rounds of that. And it's a good little workout that you can do anywhere. No excuses, no equipment needed other than your neighborhood park. All right? See you guys. Have fun. Enjoy.